right?
Yeah, you?
Oh. Then we've got cedarwood. That area's gone really warm now. Either side of the spine, up. And then up over the brow line, clearing. So, welcome JODI.
Hello.
Come and join me. You
Yeah,
alright?
yeah, you?
Oh, our obligatory hug.
I know. I'm looking forward to this.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You love your massages, don't you?
Love a massage.
Yeah. And you had a massage last time you came to me.
Yeah, I know.
So
Double whammy.
We're being indulgent.
I know.
So,
Very good.
how are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I've got lots of energy today.
Mm. So I'm going to think about what oil for you, and I want to ask how you're feeling, what you've got going on after this.
Well, I'm driving after this, so maybe not too sleepy.
For an hour or two.
For an hour, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So not too sleepy.
Yeah.
I presume shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, as always.
Always.
Yeah. And tummy okay?
Tummy's okay at the minute, yeah.
You haven't just come on or something?
Due though.
You're due?
Yeah.
Okay, so shall I be delicate?
It's feeling okay. So
You're feeling okay?
Yeah.
Right. And you haven't got a headache?
No.
Or anything?
No.
You're feeling
Good form today.
good form.
Yeah.
And you're feeling tired?
No, I'm not actually, considering. I was yesterday, but I think I've had an extra hour today, last night, so I feel better.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're looking good.
I feel good today.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I want to give you something to stay awake for driving, but on the other hand, you want to have a good night's sleep tonight. So
Yeah.
whatever I want to give you, it needs to wear off by about 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're looking at maybe some respiratory oils, holy. I mean, there's so many, really. I mean, how about if you choose?
Do you think?
Yeah, but do it through intuition. You don't need to read them. You don't need to know what's going on. How about you just go, how about that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and then we'll kinesiology them.
Okay. This one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that one.
Oh, what, you not know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it was like a second. It was like that one.
Okay.
Another one.
Loads.
All these ones as well.
And these.
Oh, this one.
So let's choose 8 and then we'll pick from those. So you've got 5.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Up here. I can see those
Sweetie
ones.
shop.
This one.
Yeah.
How many is that?
Do you know you've chosen valerian twice?
Have I?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one.
Because I've got an old one and a new one ready to go when I've run out of that one.
This one.
Okay.
One more.
Yeah.
This one.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I have a feeling what I think you're going to pass on.
Really?
But I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right then.
but I might be very wrong,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah. So, first of all, let's say with this hand, can you give me a little finger and thumb and hold? Nice and strong.
Yeah.
So with the other hand, and you don't know what they are, do you?
No.
Putting it to you, I'm going to pull and hold. Oh, we don't like that. Yeah, okay.
What's that one?
Black pepper.
Oh.
And hold. I think black pepper came up last time.
Yeah.
And I think you failed it. I put it forward and you failed it.
Yeah, because I said something peppery, but I didn't have it. Yeah.
Well, this one passed.
Yeah.
Rose geranium.
Oh, yeah, my favourite.
And because you use that with your clients,
Yeah,
don't
I
you?
love that.
Yeah.
How
you
funny.
start off a treatment
Yeah.
where they inhale with your hands over their face
Yeah,
with
that's
geranium.
yeah. As if I picked that one.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
And hold. Nice nails.
Thank you.
Right, next one. Hold it to you and hold. It tiny bit open, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's the old valerian. And hold. No, that's the one you were unsure about.
Really?
Yeah, it's rose. And hold. Oh, Mei Chang. Mei Chang's a nice one.
Don't think I know that.
It smells Chinese.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
How can something smell Chinese? I don't know.
Like incensey or not like, no.
Yes, but there's lots of incense from around the world.
Yeah.
I mean Chinese, so I don't know what I mean really.
Okay, right.
And hold. Oh, that's really strong. I would not have given you that one.
What is that one?
Because it's rosemary. And yes, you do need to drive home, but
Yeah.
Rosemary's really good for memory and focus.
That's what I need.
So it's really good if you've got an exam or an interview to be able to remember and stay clear and focused. But I don't want it keeping you awake. So I'd probably put a bit in, but not too much. Yeah.
Okay.
And hold. No, we don't want mandarin.
Oh.
I think this is the last one. And hold. No,
we don't want that.
We don't want valerian.
Even though we picked it twice.
Yeah,
okay.
We don't want valerian. So we've got 4 here. I think that's plenty.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put 1 drop of rosemary in, and then we've got Mei Chang. Do you want to smell it on its own?
Oh yeah. Oh, it does smell. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a lot of lemon in there. It smells like lemon myrtle.
It's nice though. I like that.
Yeah, it's quite zingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got cedarwood.
Yeah, I love cedarwood. I do love cedarwood.
And then we've got the rose geranium.
Yeah, my favourite.
Do you use rose geranium at work?
No, just geranium. Yeah, I have them separate, but they are nice. I think it's geranium and lavender.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get rid of all these that we didn't want. Make sure I don't get the wrong batch. No, that's a nice mix. Right, okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, introducing the oil. It's nicely heated. Plenty of oil all over the shoulders, the back, and the hips. Up around the neck. Okay, Jodie, 3 nice long breaths. And then introducing my hands with the massage, just getting a feel for what the back is telling me. Looking for any areas of tightness, congestion, or cooler than the rest of the back. And already lovely warmth and rosiness is growing round the shoulder tops. Interestingly, it seems to be tighter over the top of the left shoulder here, just there, and yet a little clicky over the right shoulder, just at the point that the scapula at their top inside corner reaches to the spine. So we'll work on that and make sure we remove any tightness, any muscle spasm. And then tracing a line around the edge of the right scapula with a row of fingers pushing out to the shoulder point, down to the tip of the angel wing, and then up the inside, anterior side of that lovely scapula. And this reminds waste materials and toxins to move, gets them to shift so that they don't cause a tightness and a solidity in that scapula. And then once I've agitated those scapula the waste materials, just encouraging them out towards the armpit, where just underneath there is a lymph node waiting to receive and remove into the immune system to be flushed out. And then holding that scapula, working with flat knuckles. Onto the other side, again warming the whole shoulder blade, and I like including the whole area, so I'm bringing both hands hooked over the top and stretching, lengthening the shoulder point down away from the neck. Knuckling over the flat plate of bone. And then pushing with flat palm and thumbs so that the agitated materials get pushed again to the armpit. Using about a medium strength. And then up the neck with both thumbs, over the shoulder points and stretching all the way down, warming round the hips, meeting at the sacrum and then overlapped hands, the entire back, hooking round the shoulders and lightly back down, warming the hips. Either side of the spine up. You'll notice now that the left shoulder's gone a little clicky, little crunchy. And this can mean once the muscle has started to relax, it can go crunchy once it releases the waste materials and toxins. So having repeated a few effleurage of the entire back, now addressing the hips in 3 circles. The mid back. And the upper back. Coming back to the sacrum and sweeping up. Slowly down, sweeping in increasing circles, just lightly on the top of the skin at a superficial level. To which the immune system will respond. And coming up to the top of the spine, working either side of the spine, locating the T1 top vertebra and just applying a little pressure either side of that lovely bone, a very important strong bone. So therefore I'm at the level of the disc above and the disc below the T1, releasing and coming down a little further. And again, a nice medium pressure along with a couple of long out breaths. Lovely. Finding the edge of the spine and repeating all the way down the back. And this technique is so good for asking the nervous system to respond. It's like pressing the reset button. So nice to calm and yet activate and stimulate at the same time. As a therapist, closing your eyes at the same time as working in this manner really helps tune into the client, their energy and their flow of breath. Once reached the sacrum, coming all the way down, bringing one thumb down and pushing the other one just an inch above in order to smooth the line, to clear the motorway, this beautiful gully that's in between the spine and a muscle called the erector spinae. And at this level, there's just this lovely gap here, right next to the spine, which needs to be cleared. It's such a nice feeling to receive. Finding again the T1 on the right side. And then following the line all the way down the spine. Finding the way back up to the top, and then one thumb following the other with a gap in between, always checking and looking for any congestion, any vertebra slightly out of their normal line, but it all feels fine. And then repeating the maneuver with a row of fingers all the way up the neck and back down. And then using my knuckles at the sacrum, which is the very base of the spine, just above the coccyx and below the lumbar section, using two hands with flat knuckles on that beautiful triangular flat plate of bone. And this is a nice feeling. It can actually take quite a lot of pressure here, clearing the toxins from the sacrum, moving them outwards in those circles to the edge of the sacrum and onto the top of the hips. Again, where any waste materials, dead cells, etc., will get moved onto the inguinal lymph area held within the pelvis. That area's gone really warm now. That's good. And then carrying on and working on the gluteus medius, the higher area of muscle at the back of the hips. And round them, warming the area, finding any areas that may feel chilly, giving them some warmth and massage. This can feel a little sensitive here, a little sore, but it's one of those feelings that just feels like it needs to be done, like a relieving massage. And effleuraging again. To reintroduce my hands to the whole back, and then coming up for the scissoring technique. Gently squeezing the fascia in between a line of fingers from the vertebra out towards the lateral sides of the body, following the line of the ribs so that any issues in between the ribs in those intercostal muscles can help release any lactic acids and move them as waste materials over to the sides of the body where there is plenty of lymph nodes waiting to receive them. And then a nice gentle row of fingers, bringing them over in a line and over to the side. And over to the armpit, repeating the technique over onto the other side. And then that lovely row of fingers, gently and in a light manner, encouraging that row of toxins from between the intercostal muscles and those that sit just under the skin to clear from the back and find themselves being eaten up by the lymph nodes. Wonderful. Coming back to the effleurage. It's like coming home. Nice warm back. There are pockets of deep heat, especially here at the sacrum. A nice warmth over the whole back. And then gently encouraging outward movement from the spine, from that lovely channel, outwards. And working on the neck, hooking my hand over, bringing it towards me to hook round the pleated skin that sits at the base of the neck. Feeling into the top middle of the trapezius, giving it a gentle squeeze, hooking and bending, and thus lengthening and releasing that muscle. This is the one that is most likely giving JODI a little pain, so I'm making sure that it's relaxed right now, releasing any tension, letting go. Same the other side, hooking the hand under the shoulder, bringing it round. Lovely, and then up the neck. And now working with both hands just to have a look through the top middle of that trapezius, see if there's any knots appearing. And when I'm doing this, I'm actually tracing the line of the spine as well, just on the edge, and the inside line of the scapula around that top corner. And then between the bones, so between the spine, between the scapula, this lovely soft fascia here, which sits on top of the ribs. And pushing it up and over this centre area that can be prone to bulk up a little. We want that to ease and release. Same the other side. Feeling in between the spine and the scapula with thumb pads in a circular motion, always looking and checking, seeing what I can find. And so far there's no particular knots, it's just general tension. There's tension here, but it's not a knot. And then clearing at the waist. Finishing with beautiful effleurage, strongly this time. Now the back is warmed, and having received so many different techniques, coming up and over like a wave over the shoulders. Finishing with a nice spine lengthening, long breath. So introducing my hands to the beautiful long leg. The oil is now spread, allowing for a nice medium pressure of massage for an aromatherapy style technique. And we are using 4 essential oils today. We're using the Mei Chang, the rosemary, the cedarwood, and the rose geranium. And there is now some lovely sleepy sounds coming from the bed. It's a beautiful feeling, knowing that the client is so relaxed that they're able just to completely let go and switch off. I feel very flattered when that happens. Yeah, JODI was saying earlier that this week, which is actually being filmed on Christmas week, that she's actually going to be doing 66 hours in clinic this week. That's a lot of time helping people, treating people, working on reception, running the business. So she works very hard and long hours. And then the finger stroking, flat fingers up the back of the leg, overlapping on the hamstrings, all the way up to the hip, anchoring at the femur, and then round the pelvis and back down again. Ready for another couple of massages. Effleurage again, that lovely sense of coming home. Very gently applying the oil, spreading the oil around the whole back of the left leg, and then up over the hip, around the sides and the foot. And then bending at the knee and using the base of my hand in the channel at the back of the leg up to the knee to clear that channel. When we're on our feet a lot, we can feel a lot of tightness and heaviness there. So I'm bending the knee in order that gravity helps me move any congestion and tightness, in order to feel light and free. That's so good. Around the Achilles, and then up into that channel again to the back of the knee, pushing fairly firmly. There's a couple of clicks and crunches there. Just want to make sure that that congestion goes. and overlapping flat fingers. Gently over the back of the knee. Popliteal is very sensitive. Anchoring at the femur, gently back down. Effleuraging all the way back up. Using a good solid hand. Massaging now the front of the legs. Getting a sense of what the body is telling me, whether there is any congestion or solidity, to the extent that I felt at the back of the leg in the calf. From hours of standing, the ankle feels good. There's some congestion here, understandably, through the shin. Good knee. No clicks. And then feeling into the thigh and round the hip. And the lateral side. And starting off at the ankle. Nice, long, strong moves over the bones, the tibia and fibula. Over the knee, giving the knee a little look round. There's some lovely little noises happening. Beautiful relaxation, little sounds. So just tracing a line around the patella and then moving, shifting down to the lymph node behind the knee, and then the back, the outside edge, and then hoping that the knee moves. Yeah, it's got a lovely rocking movement to it, and then up and down, and then hooking from the back of the hamstrings, back of the knee, round in a diagonal up to the outside of the hip, and then pushing strongly down this lateral side, because this is the direction that the sartorius muscle moves, from the inside to the outside. And it's good to follow the line to clear any waste that sits along or inside that muscle or along the edge. Obviously bending the muscles just like I do when I'm doing the back massage or I'm doing tweener in core therapy. It's all about bending those muscles to coax them, encourage them into lengthening and softening. And then onto the ankle. Around the ankle bones. Down in between the metatarsals, those long bones that carry on and give us our toes. Nice to clear them, to feel that lovely light space, airiness in the foot. And then down, around, and then knuckling underneath the foot. And massaging the toes, circling each one, and gentle stretch. Flicking the energy of each toe. Taking a wide stance here to bring myself down to the level of the couch and to give me some solidity in my posture so I can apply a good amount of pressure without affecting my back or my arms. Using my body as if I'm dancing myself up and down JODI's body. Nice strong pressure over the lower bones, gently over the knee, and strongly over the top and side of that thigh. And then hooking under the knee, coming round. Repeating exactly as I did the other side. And always looking and checking. It's like a listening massage, is what I call it. Because I'm checking all the time for anything that might need a little extra TLC. Onto the knee. Moving side to side is a good movement, and rocking. Tiny little crunchiness, top corner, top inside corner, but it's gone now. Good. And down. Into the ankle. Circling each toe, and a good stretch. Introducing the oil. Over the soft abdomen, and over the sides of the hips and the lower ribs. Effleuraging. And then small circles in a larger circle, gently over the base, then coming up, tracing the line of the colon. And then up the ascending, it's feeling a little tight here, then cross the transverse and down the descending. Just going to give this area a bit more TLC. Softening, encouraging the area to relax and let go. That's working. Breathing deeply in order to really instill some calm and relaxation. And then clearing the Houston valve in the correct direction and the ileocecal valve. And then scooping up gently up to the solar plexus and off. Reassuring back down, scooping up the sides over the hip, waist and ribs. And then effleurage around, back a few times. Gently over the lower abdomen. And of course, the rose geranium essential oil will work wonders with regulating the hormones of any cycle that's going to start soon. That will really help. So coming up to the arm. over, using my palm to roll around the point of the elbow and push back down. And then flat lower fingers. And then into the forearm inside to release the tendons, lengthen and soften. Working fairly firmly here, because I know that these lovely arms work very hard and need releasing, especially to that lovely lymph node in the elbow. And turning at the wrist. Massaging around those beautiful wrist bones. And then between the metacarpals. Again, just like with the feet, creating space and lightness. There's a little cut there that looks a little angry, so hoping the essential oils and the sunflower oil will help heal. And then circling and stretching. Oh, there's a little click. Hooking the thumb and little finger, and then overlapping thumbs to clear the solar plexus and all that congestion that's in our hearts. Beautiful, applying these gorgeous oils of Mei Chang, rose geranium, cedarwood and rosemary. Lovely mix that JODI selected herself and then we tested with Kinesiology. And these 4 oils came up positive. So that means that JODI's body wants them. Today, in this scenario, there were other oils that weren't right for today for whatever reason, and her body knows what it needs. And again, clearing this lovely area. It feels so good to have massaged in this manner from the wrist and down. And then circling at the wrist, supporting the whole time. Oh, a little click there. Working through that click. And then up the metacarpals. Clearing over the thumb, circling and a stretch. Oh, another click. Displaying little finger and thumb, massaging deeply into solar plexus, mid, palm, up and over. So now coming up to neck and shoulders, introducing the oil. And then knuckling just under the collarbone into the soft tissue where we have a lot of acupressure points. And then round on top of the shoulders to the trapezius. Up the sternocleidomastoid and back round to the clavicle. Circling, smoothing, stretching. Stretching and softening. Knuckling under the shoulder points in the soft tissue. Round the back, across the top. And then turning the head, pushing one shoulder down, lengthening that trapezius side, and then smoothing up. Picking up the top of the trapezius and stretching the head around before bringing back. Repeating on the left side. Round at the back. Up the neck and stretching round. Bringing back. I'm going to be removing the eye pillow, JODI. It might be a bit bright. Nice and slowly. And then feeling into the back of the neck, stretching, feeling into each vertebra, looking for any misalignment or tightness. It's all feeling very good. Very good. We're going to raise up, giving me the full weight of your head. And then up the back. Stretching that lovely trapezius and the neck muscles. Nice and heavy, 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 heavy. Letting go all the way back and down. And again. Beautiful. And just bringing the hair out of the way of the face for now. Ready for a facial massage. Over the nose. Each side of the lips. Going down the sides of the nose, down the cheeks, up the temples, back to the forehead. And then back to the neck. So lovely how the neck just wants to stretch and release. And clearing the jaw, the chin, the jaw hinge at the TMJ, temporomandibular joint, and then round, softening just like we've done with the rest of the body, down over the cheeks and gently up the sides of the nose. Very gently, not tickling, but not applying too much pressure to create a feeling of claustrophobia. And then into the headache point, clearing any mental congestion with a nice long breath. And then up over the brow line, the centre point, and some acupressure up the centre line of the forehead. Each side. And then under the eyes for the sinuses, just like a sinus drain massage that I would do for ear candling. Followed by a rocking horse technique, starting at the forehead, coming round the jawline, heels of hands, stretching wide the forehead, coming down over the jaw. Working so beautifully to encompass the whole face, finishing with some acupressure points, the main occiput line, start and the end. Each side of the mouth. The edge of the tooth line, the sides of the nose, coming round to the brow line. and then into the hair, massaging with the beautiful oil from the body massage of Mei Chang, rose geranium, rosemary and cedarwood. Beautiful sunflower oil. Then massaging with a medium pressure with flat double hands to release any tension from the parietals and the temples, encouraging good deep breathing, good homeostasis and a good metabolism as it works on the glandular system in the head and therefore the pituitary gland that helps the release of all the endocrine system, the hormones of the body, keeping the body warm, coming back up to the back of the head, massaging into the occiput, the base of the back of the head. And then keeping fingers together, pulling the fascia in order to stretch the ear tops, pulling the fascia over. And then double thumbs over the center line. And then pushing the acupressure points, relieving and clearing, helping to just press that reset button. And again. And then some gentle pulling just round the edge of the hairline. And then combing. And this oil will really help the health of the hair, the scalp, the beautiful hair follicles, as JODI was happy to have oil from the massage also used to the hair and scalp. And some plucking, very gentle, as it's been a beautiful, gentle aromatherapy whole body massage today. And finishing off with upper body smoothing over the décolleté, the neck and the scalp. Strongly. So keeping your eyes closed, taking a nice long breath. And slowly sending your breath down to your feet and fingers. And introducing a little movement to the fingers and the toes. Then maybe circling into ankles and wrists. And when you feel like it, a nice long body stretch, bringing the arms up over the head. Opening your eyes when you're ready. Do you feel okay?
Yeah. Lovely, thanks.
Yeah.
I was really switched off when you were doing the back of my legs. I don't remember you doing them. No.
I think you were doing lovely little sleep noises. They were so cute.
That's really nice, thank you.
Oh, absolute